And we're live.
Hi, welcome to our presentation. We are going to present an implementation for Halls Elementary School for SPCE 610. Our names are Kamila, Terri, Alyssa, and Jorge. I will quickly begin a little introduction about Halls Elementary School. It consists of 500 students with pre-K through third grade. It was reported that half of all students are behind by 2 years. Math and reading levels are the lowest in their district. Next, I will talk a little bit about behavior of concern that was reported by the staff. There are high frequencies of inappropriate running in the hallways. Office disciplinary referrals, ODRs, are given for inappropriate behaviors. 75% of the 500 students received ODRs, which are multiple offenders. Teachers reported that they spent extra time correcting the inappropriate behaviors, such as yelling at the students to stop running or going back to the classrooms. In this presentation, we will discuss possible interventions, research background, and materials that will be discussed. Next, Terri will go over research background.
All right, so we are implementing a school-wide positive behavior support system. And an SWPBS is a proactive systems approach used to address school-wide behavioral issues by providing a treatment model that is user-friendly, efficient, and provides support to all students, staff, and settings. School-wide positive behavior support employs practices such as establishing positively stated school-wide rules, teaching social skills, and developing a school-wide reinforcement system to maximize the success of all students. We will focus on the use of a school-wide reinforcement system that employs an independent group contingency coupled with the use of a token system. An independent group contingency is where a group of individuals are working towards the same goal, giving them the opportunity to earn a reward by their own merit. And a token system is a system whereby participants, and in this case the students, immediately earn tokens for specific behaviors. They can accumulate tokens to be exchanged for a designated reward or prize. And so how do they all work together for Halls Elementary School? All students will be under the same independent group contingency of being rewarded for displaying appropriate hallway behavior. When a student displays appropriate hallway behavior, they will be rewarded with tickets. Once they earn enough tickets, they can exchange them for extra recess time. As a result, the more tickets that are delivered to students, an apparent decrease in inappropriate hallway behavior should be evident and correlated. Next, Alyssa will talk about how to implement the treatment.
The materials needed for this implementation are a relatively small number. First, we need some kind of tokens or tickets. For this scenario, we will be using stickers. We also will need poster boards. Each teacher will have in their classroom a poster board with all their students' names written on it so the students can put their stickers on it and keep track of their tokens all in one location. We also will need data sheets, which will be provided by the BCBA, and then staff to implement the intervention. The first step of the implementation is to train the staff. Part of that is through this video, which will be available to staff as needed. And also there will be on-site training by the BCBA. They will be there at the school for the first passing period of each day, the first week of implementation, to provide hands-on training to the staff. The staff who will be hall monitors are the instructional aides, the specials teachers, so the art teacher, the PE teacher, etc., and the special education teachers. There are 4 hall monitors each day, so this will mean that not every teacher will have to be a hall monitor every day. The next step is to distribute the materials. The material distribution and the assigning of the hall monitor rotation will be overseen by an administrator who will be kind of in charge of the implementation and overseeing the details. So they will need to distribute the poster boards to the teachers. They will need to distribute the tokens to the hall monitors each morning, and we'll need to make sure that data sheets are being handed out as well. Next is the daily implementation of the procedures. So this means that the hall monitors are going to their locations, that they're handing out tokens for the appropriate behaviors, that they're recording data, and individual teachers will be in charge of the token trade-in, which just means that they will be in charge of seeing when their students have the appropriate number of tokens and can trade those in for their reward, which is the extra recess time. We also will need to make sure that we are doing data review so that we can see how well the implementation is working, and checking for treatment fidelity to make sure that everything is being implemented accurately and consistently. An example of this intervention is pretty straightforward. If students are exhibiting the appropriate hallway behaviors, like walking and keeping their hands to themselves and not inappropriately touching anything, then they get a sticker. If they are running or if they are inappropriately touching school property or the students, then they don't get a token. Next, Kamila will be talking about the overview of the school-wide implementation.
As discussed above, we will be using a group contingency-based intervention, which is simple to implement because it is based on a group. A token system will be used on an individual's chart, and BCBAs will be checking in with staff for treatment fidelity. Daily data is tracked and reviewed with staff and BCBA to ensure that the implementation process is showing a change in problem behavior. I will quickly go over the data sheets, which are explaining the process of if the behavior is being decreased. 100 tokens will be giving out each morning. At the end of each day, the teachers will count how many tickets are left, and then they will record the number of tickets passed out. So for example, 100 minus the tickets left. Data will be tracked based on how many tickets are left and how many ODRs have decreased. Next, George will explain the token system and how it can be used.
So how the token system can be used to address hallway behaviors. A token system can be used to reinforce appropriate hallway behaviors, as previously discussed. And if the children find the reinforcers valuable enough, behavior will improve to earn tokens, which can be exchanged for rewards. As far as tips for implementation, make sure to track data on how many tokens are being given out. We hope to see that number increase as behaviors are improving. We need to review the intervention and check data to ensure effectiveness. And hallway monitors need to be sure to be passing out tokens for the same behaviors. Everyone needs to know the behavior definitions and what is being reinforced specifically. That concludes our presentation. Thank you for listening.